Hey girls, I am back with day two of the Align and Glow 4-day free video training series. Today is day two. We are going to be talking about awakening the most confident version of yourself. If you just give me 1 minute, I'm going to share this video in all the right places, and I'm also going to go live on Instagram again so that we can cover both platforms and get this message out there. So if you are joining me live, do say hey. And if you are watching this on the replay, just drop, hashtag replay or your favorite emoji beneath this video. Let me see if I can share this in all the right places and get a few of you girls to join me on here. Amazing. So if any of you want to share this as well, by the way, with anyone who you know who needs to hear this message, feel free. If you have a group of your own and you want to share it in there, feel free. Or tag away with your aspiring girl boss besties. Tag away in the comments and let's get as many of us online to talk about being confident and confidence, because I know that the clients that I help, the clients that I deal with, all struggle with this massively. And as an aspiring female entrepreneur, hey Julia, as an aspiring female entrepreneur, taking that leap from being employed and going out into the world of entrepreneurship, confidence is key, but it's something we all struggle with whilst going through that transition. So now that I've shared that out, I'm going to actually go live on Instagram as well so we can reach people on there, because that was fun yesterday. So just bear with me 1 second. I am aware, by the way, that it's like 5 p.m. UK time, so it might be a tricky time for a lot of people to join us live. However, I am 8 hours behind in LA, and this was the only time that I could make this happen today. So do let me know if you are watching live, and do let me know if you're watching on the replay. Let me just start this on Instagram. Hey Instagram, so now I am live on Facebook and Instagram as well. Again, this is day two of the free 4-day video training series, the Align and Glow. Today we are talking about awakening the most confident version of yourself. So everyone, I will jump right into it. Hey Jennifer, thanks for joining. If anybody is joining me live, jumping on as I'm going through, just say hey in the comments. If you've got any questions for me at all, throw them in the comments as well, and I will of course answer them if I can as I'm going throughout, or I'll answer them at the end if I can. So if you didn't catch day one yesterday, the replay is available over on my Facebook page. I can also email you the link to that as well. So do let me know if you would like to catch up on day one, which was all about stepping into your higher power. So day two, girls, confidence, confidence, confidence. A lot of girls who I speak to, and especially girls who I help with my clients, struggle with confidence massively. And as an aspiring female entrepreneur, especially if you aspire to be a coach, confidence really is key, but it's something we all lack in the very beginning. So today I want to go through all different things that I did to increase my confidence in the beginning, starting out in this business, getting myself out there. I show up today online, I show up in this world as a confident version of myself, but I wasn't always this version of me. This took effort, this took consistent practice, and this took consistently sort of pushing the boundaries of my comfort zone to develop, this level of confidence. So I don't want anybody to look at me and be like, oh yeah, she's, always been confident, blah, blah, blah. That will never be me. That is not the case. I used to be so sort of shy and reserved about all of this stuff that I would even watch people online doing the thing that I'm doing now, and sit there and think, God, I wish I could do that. Like, there's no way I'd ever be able to do that. And obviously there was. I just had to do these steps. I just had to take action, and I just had to start pushing my comfort zone, because every time you take an action or a step forwards that scares you in some way, and you survive and you get through to the other side, it develops your confidence. It develops how you feel about yourself. So this is what I want to talk about today. So don't forget that if you are jumping on live, hey, do say hey, let me know who is on, and if you are watching the replay, comment throughout and I will always get back to all of your comments, questions if there are any, and so on. Okay, so confidence then, my first tip for increasing confidence, girls, is to increase your level of self-care. So what I mean by that is by treating yourself to things that make you feel good, and, you know, not being cheap with yourself on those things. For example, you know, treating yourself to a facial if it's going to make you feel more confident because you feel like your face is glowing. Treating yourself to like getting your nails done, like I like getting my nails done. That makes me feel more confident. That makes me feel good. So I'm going to continue to do the things that make me feel good. You know, new clothes. I always think of like the highest version of myself. So don't wait to become the highest version of yourself. You already are here. You can start being here now. So what I mean by that is, if you see yourself as a successful businesswoman in the future, wearing gorgeous suits and high heels, don't wait until you've got the success before you start wearing the gorgeous suit and the high heels. Wear them now. You already are here. The only difference between you and her is like your level of confidence and your level of belief. Just start being here now. You don't need to wait. So increase your level of self-care. Act as if you already are the most successful female entrepreneur that you desire to be, because you already are here. Walk as if you already are here. Talk as if you already are here. It might feel strange at first. It might take a bit of acting, but I promise you, it begins to get really, really fun. You know, it's fun acting that way. And then you obviously become here, like your belief level becomes strong and your confidence develops, and it's loads of fun. Something else that I did to really increase my confidence was I started to go to the gym and started to work out, and started to feel really, really, really good about myself inside and out. So for any of you who maybe are new to me or aren't aware of like my backstory. So I've always been, just really quickly, I've always been like a really sort of small, petite girl, who in the eyes of everyone else was so lucky because I never had to work out, because I'm never going to gain weight and all this stuff. So how lucky am I that I could eat anything that I wanted and never gain weight? That must be so lucky, mustn't it? However, what that meant was, because I had that belief in my head of like, oh yeah, you can eat whatever you want and you don't need to work out. Aren't you so lucky? That was the belief I had in my head. That meant that I felt absolutely rubbish. So for years, I was doing all of that. I was eating whatever I wanted and I wasn't working out because I didn't need to, because I don't actually really seem to gain any weight in that way. But it didn't stop me from feeling like absolute rubbish on the inside, which of course shows up on the outside. So the minute I started to pay attention to the foods that I was putting into my body and working out at the same time, I'm really increasing the level of self-care that I gave to my body and the foods that went into it and the workouts that I did. Not only did obviously my body begin to change in an amazing way, I got stronger, I got fitter, but internally, I became more confident, and just an overall sort of confident sense of self that I'd never experienced that before, because I'd never ever worked out before. I'd always just like gone day by day and not worried about anything like that. So my first tip, girls, is to really up the level of self-care. So, and I mean across all areas of your life. So pay attention to the foods that you're eating. What is the energy around the foods that you're eating? If it's junk food, you know, you really are what you eat. So you're going to feel like junk on the inside too. Work out more. You know, it releases endorphins. You're going to feel amazing, but you're going to feel amazing from the inside out. You're going to glow from the inside out because you're feeling good. And this feel-good feeling, it gives you a glow. So, you know, we want to align and glow. This is what the training series is all about. So start to pay attention to the level of self-care that you're giving yourself, from the food that you're eating to the workouts that you're doing. Treat yourself to a facial once a week, or getting your nails done, whatever it is that makes you feel good, that gives you that feel good energy. Increase that, because that's going to ultimately increase your levels of confidence as you go about daily life. You're going to feel good. That feel good energy is going to be buzzing all around you, and yeah, you're going to feel amazing. So my second tip, and if anyone's got any questions or anything at all, don't forget to drop them in the comments below. Thanks everyone who is joining me right now. Don't forget as well, if you are watching this on the replay, feel free to share this with anybody who might need to hear it, or share it with your groups or your friends or anything like that. Let's get this positive message out there. So my second tip is to act as if you already are it, because you are. So for example, if you desire to be a coach, if you desire to help people, if you desire to have a huge impact on this world, and you know, all of that stuff, then start acting as if you already are it, because you are. So don't wait until you've got the certificate before you start helping people. Don't wait until you've got permission off someone else to start helping people. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start coaching people today, as in, like, every conversation that you have with anyone that you meet, try to help them in some way. You already are that which you desire. The only difference is your levels of confidence and your level of self-belief. You're probably not doing things right now that you desire to do because you don't feel ready, you don't feel confident enough to start, or you don't feel qualified enough. None of this is actually true. And I use coach as an example because these are the types of aspiring female entrepreneurs that I work with specifically, is girls who want to be coaches, girls who want to do what I do. Start doing it now. You don't need to wait. Every conversation that you have with a new person that you meet is an opportunity to exercise those coaching skills and start to develop in confidence and help people as you go along. You can start that now. You don't need to wait. So act as if you already are everything that you desire to be, because you already are it. You don't need to wait. I hope that makes sense. Secondly, affirmations work huge with this. And so, for example, you want to create an affirmation that states, I am, and then putting after it what it is that you are. So, for example, when I first became a coach, it felt weird to me to say, I called myself a mindset and success coach at first. Now it's transformation coach. But it felt really, really, really weird to say, I am a mindset and success coach. I help female entrepreneurs, for example. There was so much resistance around me saying that because I didn't believe it. Because at first you don't, and maybe some of you who are watching this video are in that stage as well. You know, you aspire to be a coach, you aspire to help people, but you don't resonate with that label just yet. You don't believe that you are one. So you want to create yourself an affirmation that states that you are one. So like, I am a transformation coach. I support aspiring female entrepreneurs. And you want to repeat this to yourself every single day until you do believe it. And trust me, it's going to feel weird at first because your mind is going to resist it, and your ego mind is going to go, no, you're not. No, you're not. And then you've just got to keep going. Repetition is key here. So I used to be driving to work at home in the UK and be driving along just being like, I am a transformation coach, I support female entrepreneurs, and just keep saying it and saying it and saying it until eventually one day it sticks and you believe that you are. So you have to believe it, girls, and you have to state it. There's no other way around it. And this is all going to increase your levels of confidence as well. Because as soon as you believe it, you're going to be acting like, you're going to be walking around like a coach. You're going to be introducing yourself to people as a coach. You know, I can help people. I am here to help people. And you want to state that out loud. Don't be afraid to state it out loud. The more times you do it, the more your confidence is going to grow. So that is my second tip. And don't be afraid if you feel like a fraud in the beginning. I remember when I first started out in this business, and I'm telling everyone, I'm a coach, I've got this coaching business online. And for a short while, girls, because this is the reality of the situation when you begin, you are trying to find your first clients, you are trying to find your feet, you are trying to find the message that resonates most, for you and your audience. You are finding yourself. It's all a learning curve. So there are times, especially in the very beginning, where you do feel like a bit of a fraud. If people are like, oh, how's the coaching business going? And you've got no clients, you're still in the job that you don't like or whatever, and you do feel like a bit of a fraud in the beginning, don't let that put you off. You have to keep going. You have to believe it's going to happen for you. If it can happen for me, it can happen for you. The only difference is you must keep going. You must keep developing this confidence, and you must keep pushing forwards. So that is my second tip. Jennifer says, starting affirmations tomorrow. Yes. Affirmations, girls, change everything, especially ones that start with I am, because what you put after that is so important. It's what you believe that you are. So if you take anything away from this video, go and create yourself an affirmation that really helps you step into the higher version of yourself, the person that you want to become. Because you already are here. The only difference is that you don't believe it just yet. Pauline, really resonating with me, Sarah. Oh, amazing. Let me know in the comments if there's anything at all that you struggle with, and I will answer that live for you now. And if you need help creating an affirmation for yourself, anything like that, we can definitely do that. So girls, definitely go ahead and create yourself an affirmation. It could even be, I am a successful business owner. I am a six-figure business. I'm a six-figure. Whatever it is, whatever belief it is that you want to step into, whatever it is that you desire, create an affirmation around that and start living life from that place, telling yourself that you are it and acting like you are it until you actually become it. It really is that simple. You just need to believe it. You just need to speak it. Your confidence levels will increase and you will become it. So who's saying this? I'm so scared to join a gym because of all the other women look gorgeous and slim and I feel intimidated. I don't know how to overcome feeling anxious. Let me know which area you are in, because I'd love to know, maybe think of gym recommendations for you. But I promise you now, I felt like that in the beginning joining the gym that I joined. But what you need to remember is everybody who is fit and healthy and strong, they all were once beginners as well. So they know exactly how you feel and they would never want you to feel intimidated. Honestly, the sooner you can start, the more confidence you're going to develop. And actually, you'll find that the people in the gym who are strong and fit and healthy will want to help you as well, because they will remember what it felt like to be in that position. So honestly, anybody who goes to a gym and works out and pays attention to themselves, that level of self-care, like, they're always really helpful, nice people. Honestly, don't be anxious at all. You're going to feel better the sooner you get started with the gym. So I hope that helps. Hey, Stacey, thank you for joining. Okay, so my third tip, girls, for developing in confidence. And I say this all of the time, but I promise you now, it is the difference between you just going about things and trying your best to be confident and actually becoming hugely confident in a very short space of time. Now, I don't know about you, but you want to surely quit the struggle, right? You want to surely believe in yourself ASAP, and you want to surely be your confident version of yourself ASAP. Oh, you're in Liverpool. Okay. What you should go to my gym that I went to when I was in Liverpool. I'll send you a message after this because I know they're really, really, really helpful. Okay. So, yeah, you want to increase your confidence ASAP. And the fastest way to do this, girls, it's actually really, really, really simple, is to find your tribe and surround yourself with greatness and find mentors. There is no faster way than to increase in confidence than there is to get yourself around people who are already succeeding at the very thing that you want to do and learning from them. it's like it creates a space that really forces you to elevate yourself and rise up. Yeah, like get yourself around people who are going to elevate you, support you, inspire you, motivate you. This is the fastest way to increasing confidence. Sitting at home, doing all the affirmations, increasing your self-care will take you so far. But then if you really want to accelerate your confidence levels, you really want to look to surround yourself with some mentors, people who inspire you, people who motivate you to keep pushing and growing. Get a coach if you can. I highly recommend getting yourself a coach. That changed everything for me, as well as making sure that I had a strong support network of like-minded women around me. So I never feel alone, girls, in business or even here. Like, yeah, I'm here. Steel Habitat is a fab gym in Liverpool. That was my gym. That was the one I was going to recommend. So thank you. Hey, Pippa. Yeah, so basically, I never feel alone. I'm technically in America on my own right now. However, I know that I am never alone. I have a whole support network of women all across the world, a strong foundation and network in Liverpool, especially because that's where I come from. I have my coach, I have mentors, I surround myself with greatness and strong like-minded women. That is going to elevate you. That is going to create the highest levels of confidence for you, is when you surround yourself with women who are already succeeding at the very thing that you want to succeed in. There is nothing that is going to increase your confidence levels more than that. You know, some people who I speak to as well, and my clients, potential clients and things like that, are really struggling and going through things alone. You definitely don't need to be alone in business, and it's actually a lot more fun if you're not. You know, I am never ever alone. My phone actually doesn't stop with connections from all across the world, and these are like, you know, I've got connections with people in different parts of the world that I've not even met in person yet, but we know we have like a deep sort of soul sister resonating sort of relationship and connection. And isn't that just the most amazing thing? So really, what I advise you to do is to find your tribe. Get yourself that strong support network. They don't have to be right in front of you in your town or in your area. These people could be online. Go and search for these people, cultivate these relationships. And if you are in a position to get a coach, which everybody has the free will and choice to get themselves a coach, I highly recommend getting a coach, because having someone to check in with weekly for accountability, somebody who understands your vision, somebody who understands your goals, and somebody who is there to support you through the ups and the downs of entrepreneurship, which there are ups and there are downs, that is going to completely change everything for you. You are going to become a lot more confident and feel more fearless as a result of knowing that you've got somebody strong by your side and guiding you and assisting you throughout this process. So that is my third tip, girls. And then lastly, my last tip for today is to do things that scare you. So, for example, joining the gym, where you just said that absolutely petrifies you and makes you feel all anxious. Well, the more important, I've got a quote written down here actually that says, the more important a call to action is to our soul's evolution, the more resistance we will feel towards pursuing it. So isn't that amazing? I'll read that again so you get it, in case you didn't get it the first time. So the more important a call to action is to our soul's evolution, the more resistance we will feel towards pursuing it. So the more resistance and the more fear you feel around a certain thing, the more important it is that you actually do it, because it's the one thing that you actually need to do in order to grow on this soul level, expand your consciousness, expand your awareness. So for example, joining the gym, you're feeling very anxious and everything around it. That is highlighting that is the most important thing that you should be doing. And I always use fear as my compass for growth now. If something scares me, I know straight away this is the one thing that I should be doing in order to grow, because I'm feeling really fearful about it. So that means that I must need to do it, because it's going to help me step in to an even more confident version of myself. Again, it's going to help me expand. It's going to help me continue to grow. So do the things that scare you. When I very first got into coaching, and when I was little shy old me hiding behind the computer screen, I would watch people online and think, wow, I really wish I had the confidence to do what they were doing. And then one day I saw this event come up, and it was like a conference event for like internet entrepreneurs, and it was happening down in London. Now, every single part of my being was like, you have to go to London. You have to go meet these people, because you're not going to believe that you can make this a reality for yourself until you've met these people like in person and seeing that, you know, actually you can work from your laptop, you can create your freedom lifestyle, you can do everything that you desire. There was this huge part of me that was like, you need to go to London. But then, like I said yesterday, the ego and the higher self, there was also a huge part of me that was like, no, you can't do that. Like, and was absolutely petrified. What did I do, girls? I'd reached a point where I was no longer going to allow fear and lack of confidence and lack of self-belief to hold me back. So I went to London, and it sounds really crazy now, but it was really, really scary time for me. It actually was. I was so scared. I'd never done anything like that before. Took myself on a train to London by myself for the weekend, gone to a conference of maybe 200 or 300 people where I didn't know absolutely anybody. I'm not actually a hugely extroverted person. I really like my own company. And sometimes I can be a bit shy with people when I first meet them. So that was huge, huge, huge for me. So my message behind that is, you know, I made amazing connections at that conference, people who I still speak to today. That was really the start of my growth journey. That really enhanced my confidence to be able to do bigger things and take bigger steps. Until now I'm in LA, sitting here on my own in my hotel room. And I won't be afraid to go anywhere again on my own now, like, because I took that step and I overcome it. So it increased my confidence levels in myself to keep pushing forwards. So just to recap on that, for anybody who is jumped on a minute ago, the first tip was to increase your self-care. The second tip was to act as if you already are it. If you desire to be a coach, start coaching people now. You don't need to wait. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need to wait for the certificate to prove that you can do it. You can start helping people now and start increasing your confidence straight away. Create an affirmation, you know, I am a something, and really step into that belief, because that's going to elevate your confidence as well. Thirdly, find your tribe, find your support network, find yourself a mentor, find yourself a coach. Really surround yourself with greatness. That will really help you step into the most confident version of yourself and elevate yourself ASAP. And then lastly, do the things that scare you. If there is something that you feel called to do, but there's a lot of resistance built up around it, and you feel absolutely terrified to take that step, that is the biggest sign that that is the step that you need to take, because everything you have ever wanted is going to be on the other side of that fear. So I really do hope you have enjoyed day 2, girls. Join me for day 3 tomorrow, which is all going to be about money mindset and aligning yourself with abundant energy. I'm really excited about tomorrow's training, simply because money is one of those trigger factors that makes us believe that we can't do something when actually we can. Money is always available to you, girls. You just need to believe that. And I'm going to go through more of that tomorrow. So I highly recommend you join me for day 3. If you are watching this on Facebook, you will see the link above this video, which gives more info. for you to reach out to me if you are interested in learning more about working with me one-to-one on a 6-month transformational basis. If you do book a call in with me this week, you will still have the opportunity to save some money. So girls, thank you all for joining. The link is above this video if you want to speak to me some more. Don't forget to join me tomorrow for